Alrighty, I'm starting this video again from scratch because I apparently turned off this or didn't turn on the sound properly the first time around. So, my name's Lee. I'm going to talk to you about an art project that I did for my disability studies class at U of T. I've titled the project Read/Reading, and it's an interactive digital object, which basically means it does stuff and has batteries. So using Morse code, my little object here blinks out a story depending on the position of the switch, either using an LED or there's a pager motor under here. The story that it blinks out is called Getting Pet is Awesome. It's by a woman named Eva who has cerebral palsy. In the story, she describes being petted on the head by a store clerk when she was trying to buy equipment for training her service dog. She blogs about experiences like this at a blog called The Deal with Disability, which I highly, highly recommend. Thank you very much to Eva for letting me use your story in this. I really, really appreciate it. It really was the perfect story for the point that I was trying to convey. On her blog, she also posts videos of some of her interactions with strangers. She has a camera discreetly mounted on her wheelchair and just rolling records like what happens. So she captures a lot of these like really messed up interactions on video and posts them to the internet. This story is one of many which Eva and other people who use wheelchairs tell of being read as children, read as intellectually disabled, which results in them getting baby talked at, patronized, talked down to, and otherwise treated unlike an adult. In thinking about disability and representation, which was the point of this art project, I think it's really important to think about how we are represented in the psyches of other people, the people we have to interact with every day. These everyday interactions are part of the social context of disability, the social context in which disability is produced. And if, for those watching this video that are unfamiliar with the social model of disability, I highly recommend just Googling that term. I'll also include some links at the bottom of the video. So for my project, I'm going to actually show it off here. So when you flip the switch this way, it blinks in Morse code. Blinks the LED. And if you flip the switch this way, I'll put it up so you can hear. You can see the LED's off, but it's buzzing out the story with the pager motor. So that way, it's a multi-sensory output that you can hear or see or feel. I chose to use Morse code because it's used in input interfaces like the Darcy USB, which are among the adaptive technology interfaces used by people with disabilities which affect their ability to type or speak. These technologies enable people who are sometimes considered to have minimal possibility of interacting with the world to do so efficiently and often independently. In replaying Eva's story through the same interface that many people use to interact with the world, I'm reflecting on how people with disabilities are perceived, interpreted, misinterpreted, and read by temporarily able-bodied people. So materials for the piece include some small electronic components. I'll show off the inside here. So there's on this side we've got the big blue square on this side. This is called the Arduino. It's an open source microcontroller. A microcontroller is an independent computer that you can program to do stuff, and you don't need to have it attached to a laptop. It'll just like do its own thing. It's powered off a 9-volt battery. On the lid side, there's this pink tape, which is this panel sort of chatters with the pager motor going, so that the tape is actually structural. There's this green thing is the bottom of the switch, which both controls the power and whether the LED or the pager motor is on. Right under all this hot glue, there's an LED, and then there's a pager motor, and that is the whole lot of the hardware. Yeah, so as I mentioned, the Arduino, I programmed it using the Arduino programming environment. It's an open source community developed platform for making digital art, adaptive technology, toys, helicopters, 3D printers, stuff that people bring to Burning Man, etc. In the spirit of that open community, I have made the Morse code display portion of my project reusable, and released it under a permissive open source license, the BSD license, so that other people could use it in their projects. And of course, in case the battery dies, I don't actually know how long the 9-volt battery will last. I think it's probably pretty long, but just in case, you can plug in either the USB or there's a power socket there, so you can plug it into the wall or your laptop. Yeah, so that's my project, and I wanted to thank Eva again for letting me reinterpret her story through my little Blinky box, and I also wanted to thank folks in the Arduino IRC channel and my friend Danny, who helped me debug my crappy code. Yeah, that's it.